auto service retailer does both, and very well, I might add. So, if you say tire, he'll show you one of these. If you say tune up, he'll hook your car up to this. Whatever this is. But don't worry, he knows what it is, and isn't that the important thing here?
From tune-ups to tires, Goodyear takes you home.
I take you home, but, I'm getting a tune-up and a tire.
Welcome to the game of the week. Today from Etobicoke's Humber College, it's the OCAA's Men's Basketball Championship, featuring the nation's top two ranked teams, second-ranked Sheridan College Bruins and the number one ranked Humber Hawks. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Humber College. I'm Paul Hendrick, along with Ernie Armstrong, head coach of the Seneca Braves men's basketball team. And today, what a great match, a dandy on tap. These two teams, really nothing to separate both. They've played each other 3 times. Humber's won twice. Sheridan won the other game. 1 point separating these two ball clubs. I think it's a toss-em game here this afternoon, Ernie.
This is the game that college basketball fans have been waiting for all year. The last time these two teams played, the game ended 106-105, and many people rated it as one of the best games they've ever seen. This should be a barn burner.
The Sheridan College Bruins are the defending national champions under the guidance of head coach Wayne Allison. Extremely popular team, always strong, and here are their starting 5. First of all, number 5, the point guard, Francis Tyrell from Westwood Secondary School, is lightning quick. He is the playmaker. 42, Bertrand Boatswain at 6'2", the swing player, a power guard, a strong defensive man as well. Andrew Sharsmith, the Bruins' premier rebound from Kitchener-Cameron Heights. 33, Justin Jones, the All-Canadian former standout at Brandon University in Manitoba. And number 32, Mark Wysocki, a second-year man from Kitchener-St. Jerome's, first-team All-Star in each of those 2 years. The Humber Hawks come into this game under the guidance of head coach Mike Cates. In his 7 years with this school, they have made it to this championship game 4 of those 7 years, including a sensational triple overtime loss to Sheridan College just 2 years ago, seen here on CHCH television. Starting today at the point guard position, Fitzroy Lightbody from Sir Sanford Fleming High School loves to shoot. Number 24 is Hugh Riley, second-year player from Martin Grove Collegiate, has started every game in his 2 years for head coach Cates. 31, Doug Lowry, second-team All-Star, loves to shoot a three-pointer. 43, Patrick Rod, the All-Canadian last 2 seasons, tremendous inside player. Number 55, Larry McNeil, first-team All-Star from Westview Centennial, at 6'6", loves to pound inside the paint. So it is Humber versus Sheridan, as we promised a dandy, and we'll be back with the opening tip-off in just a moment.
A refresher course on chemistry. Chemistry is an exact science, developed through experimentation. In fact, man's first experiment resulted in fire. Nature's first experiment resulted in water. Even to this day, the two don't mix. So man continues to experiment, and with the proper elements, under the right conditions, he can make his own chemistry. And he can enjoy the taste of a blue light right out of the frozen H2O. Now that's refreshing.
Hi, I'm Tim Paulson, Vice President of Hair Club for Men. And of course, I'm also a client. Like these men, I called Hair Club's toll-free number requesting their informative booklet about thinning hair. Probably the best call I ever made. Inside is everything you need to know about hair replacement, including a complete objective bibliography. You'll learn about weaves, transplants, and misconceptions of minoxidil, as well as Hair Club's non-surgical strand-by-strand system.
Even when I run my fingers through Sean's hair, it still feels natural, like his own. Even when the hair blows around. It looks very natural. Even when wet, Gerard's hair still looks like it's all his own.
Remember, if you want more facts, free and without obligation, you can call this toll-free number for your booklet. No salesman will call you. Consultations are free.
Don't forget, we stand behind it. And remember, I'm not only the Hair Club president, but I'm also a client.
Have you bought your season tickets yet for the Toronto Argonauts? No? Well, you should. You know, I got mine earlier, but this place over here, I just bought some tickets over here, season's tickets. It should be fabulous. Very inexpensive, too. A man out front sold them to me for a few million lira for 1 seat. He said it's a very good seat. I haven't seen it yet, but they're very nice here. He took my watch and is going to go get it repaired right now. Should be back any time now.
And your officials for today's championship ball game, Gary Boguski and Bob Little. And Little would not describe the players on the court. You talk about size and strength, Ernie. These kids are into the weight training, and this should be a very physical ball game. Well, it's not always easy to keep up with the Joneses, but the Hawks will get a chance. Justin Jones getting a breather. He is on the Sheridan bench. And the Hawks with the basketball. Garfield Thompson, his pass for Tony Carvello. McNeil sails the hoop. Ball comes back to the Bruins. Number 4, Lloyd Newman. Newman quickly down court. Inside for Garnett Richards. Off the glass, he'll get the Bruin fire.
The Bruins look like defending national champions at this point, that's for sure.
Phillips inside, broken up. Stepping into the lane, number 25 was Andrew Scharschmidt. Still has the ball. Basket will not count. Traveling was called.
One of the things I've noticed so far, Paul, is that Larry McNeil, Humber center, who's matched up against Mark Wysocki, has had the ball in a good spot 5 or 6 times so far in this game. I think he remains scoreless. It's really important for him to hit a couple of shots.
McNeil has room. Not the range. There's a collision. Carl Phillips and Lloyd Newman collided. Going for that basketball. Both are okay. Chris Miller comes into this ball game. He'll replace Mark Wysocki. Miller, 6'4", 108 pounds. Not as physical as Wysocki, but perhaps quicker. Scharschmidt gets it back outside. Sean Henry. Miller. Newman to Sean Henry. 5 seconds on the shot clock. The turnaround jump shot doesn't go. Rebound, Doug Laurie. Up to Carvello. Carvello's pass. Right-hand side. 23 is Garfield Thompson. There's the shot.
That's the sort of thing that Humber needs to do to get back into this game, is rebound well at their end and push it up the floor and get the easy shot.
Miller, the bounce pass inside, complete. Andrew Scharschmidt gets himself on the scoreboard. 19-9. Scharschmidt played his high school basketball at Cameron Heights in Kitchener.
Well, you just saw an example of what Lloyd Newman can do to help this Sheridan team. He's a rookie player, but he plays like a veteran when he's going for the steal.
It's been fast, it's been physical. Everything we thought it would be. And we thought it might be just a little bit closer, but cannot count Humber College up. They may get into a run if Sheridan lets them. Miller comes up with the rebound and gets it back to Richards. Good ball control here by the Oakville College reps. Sheridan. Newman penetrated, bailed back outside, rejected. And that hawk was flying. Garfield Thompson, number 23, up and over the Sheridan bench.
Spectacular play by Garfield. It didn't result in any points, unfortunately, and they could sure use some right now.
Game we had 2 years ago on Channel 11. These two teams at Sheridan College went to triple overtime.
That was an unforgettable game. Anyone who saw that will never forget it. And well, I'll tell you, their 106-105 game this year in league play was pretty doggone good as well. And I think that bodes well for the rest of this game. We're just getting going here.
Sean Henry back inside. It's coming back the other way. Mark Wysocki gets set to step back into the ball game. Head coach Wayne Ellison already has the tie loosened up. He's into this ball game. And as a player, he was a great one.
He was a great one. He was a tough one, and his teams have that trademark.
Tough is right. Carvello. To Thompson, back outside to Lowry, pumped from the pass, and he'll hit from three-point range. Second trifecta in this game, Ernie.
Yeah, a big basket for Humber because Doug Lowry getting open for the three-pointer is really critical. And a great play at that end on defense.
Exactly, to reject Justin Jones, Carvella from the pass, and these Hawks are in flight.
Well, we've just seen, Paul, the two examples of Humber players who can hit that perimeter shot, and you can see how quickly they can get back into a game that way.
And Carvella was fouled on the play, so he'll get a chance to shoot for three. Here it is again. Lowry with the rejection. Some help, of course, from 43. Patrick Rod and backup court to convert quickly into transition, and they made it work.
And this could be a four-point play because they got possession. The foul was after the shot.
That's right. So much for that. Sean Henry with the steal. Justin Jones jams. It's what you call the J cube.
Well, Sean Henry has just made two fabulous plays in the last 30 seconds. Great rebound and outlet for the dunk, and drew the charge there, or would have been on the charge if the man hadn't traveled. Tremendous play.
Hello, Humber, he says. 21-15. Midway mark here of this opening half of the OCAA championship game, and there's Jones inside for two off the glass. Halfway through this first half, Justin Jones has 13.
I've got to be thinking Humber's thinking about a change in defense because man-to-man is getting hurt right now.
Got to go to the zone. They are getting killed in man-to-man, especially inside. Mark Wysocki, the physical player from Kitchener. He has 6. Shar Schmidt with a deuce. Garnett Richards with a deuce. And Justin Jones with 13. Patrick Rod has 4. Doug Lowry 3 for the Humber Hawks.
Well, here's the fella that's got to start scoring for Humber. If Larry McNeil hits a couple of shots and Mark Wysocki has to get up on him as tough as he can, Wysocki should end up in foul trouble.
McNeil's first point of this afternoon's ball game, 23-16. Lloyd Newman, watched closely by Carvella. Gets it out to Jones. Jones inside pass. Wysocki, he thought, was heading inside. Wysocki stayed where he was.
Yeah.
Breakdown of communications, and back come Humber.
Pick and roll with no roll.
That's right. Carvello, Dale, yes, it's going to count. And he'll go to the line to get a chance to shoot for 3.
This game keeps bringing back memories for me because the first time we played Humber this year, Tony Carvello came off the bench with 13 second-half points. And he's doing exactly the same thing here, injecting some offense into their lineup.
Some terrible flashbacks here for Ernie Armstrong, head coach of the Seneca men's basketball team, and got to be a bitter pill to sit and watch it from this vantage point, although the two basketball teams here are certainly very much deserving.
These are the two best teams in our conference. They belong here, and they probably are the two best in Canada.
Newman's pass, baseline. Newman gets it back and quickly loses it. Down court. Will it go? Off the glass, lays up for 2. Number 23, Garfield Thompson.
We've gone from an 11-point lead down to 2, and it didn't seem to take too long.
Explosive basketball here at the OCAA level. Wysocki, the turnaround shot, puts it up. Justin Jones, who else, for 2.
Problem there for Humber was that 2 players went for the shot block and no one was left to rebound. Easy 2 for Jones.
The Hawks are going to have to toughen up defensively under their own glass. Cannot allow the Sheridan Bruins those second and third opportunities. Number 43 is Patrick Rod. He has 6 on the turnaround jump shot.
Here we go, Paul. This is the type of game we thought it would be.
Newman is fouled, and I believe Tony Carvello will pick up the personal. Caught reaching in.
Just didn't get there. It's another thing that's going to happen a lot this afternoon is the substitution pattern for both teams. You can't stay out too long at this pace.
No, it is a high pace, and you know, we look back to that triple overtime game of a couple of years ago, and my memory is not exactly on, but who was the young player who ended up cramping late in the third overtime period?
Yes.
Had to be carried out in a stretcher.
Yes, Earl Moncrief,
That's right.
point guard from Eastern Commerce, who point guards in triple overtime games tend to get a little exhausted because they're carrying the mail every time up the floor.
If I'm correct, a former transfer from a small college in Midwest United States and came up this way.
That's right.
Of course, as you mentioned, played his high school basketball at Eastern Commerce, just off the Danforth. Historically a fine basketball school. 27-23. Fitzroy Lightbody back into this ball game here for Humber. Around it moves. They will not hesitate to put it up from the outside. Loves to penetrate as well.
Great defense by Wysocki there, though, getting in the lane and being in the face of the shooter.
Broke it up, and as a result, Scharschmidt came up with the errant basketball. But it's going to come back this way as Humber plays tough defensively as well.
Hello, BB.
Lightbody being watched by Boatswain. Larry McNeil to Carl Phillips.
Well, the substitution that brought Gareth Broad into the game for Humber, 6'8" post player, really makes it a tough mismatch down there for Sheridan, and I think Scharschmidt has picked up a foul as a result of that.
And Gareth Broad will get set to shoot his first foul shot coming back into the ball game. Garnett Richards for Sheridan College. Stepping out, number 25, Scharschmidt. First doesn't go. He will not get a chance for the second. Contact at the baseline.
Good hustle by Larry McNeil, but he stepped on the line when he was going for the ball. Full court pressure by Humber. Dropping back into straight man.
Justin Jones can play the power guard. Move into the forward position. He is a 6'4", 210-pounder. Inside for Wysocki. Loves to penetrate. Alley-oop, and up it goes. The looping shot. He has 8 points and shows a great deal of finesse for a big, wide-body player. Fitzroy Lightbody drives the baseline. Sails the hoop again, and Wysocki waits for it and leaves it there for number 5, Francis Tyrell. Tyrell is fouled by Fitzroy Lightbody.
I felt right at the start of the game that Fitzroy Lightbody was just a little too excited. Point guards need to be a little cooler at this time, but it's understandable in such a game, and that go behind foul is a pretty good indication of him being just a little out of control right now.
The difference is 6 points. Humber trailing 29-23 as Francis Tyrell gets set to go to the line. Graduate of Westwood Secondary School in Mississauga. 5'9", 140 pounds. Foul shooting has not been a forte of both these teams in this game, but it has been exciting. McNeil inside, jammed in between the rim and the backboard, and Wysocki comes down with the defensive rebound. Chairman of the glass.
No question, the Sheridan forwards have outplayed their counterparts so far.
Justin Jones from three-point range, his second trifecta. He has 18 so far in this first half. 32-23. This ball game now slipping away from Humber again, but as we've seen, they are capable of getting back into it. Justin Jones picks up the foul. Head coach Wayne Allison.
Some question here whether Carl Phillips took the shot from beyond the three-point line when he was fouled, but Bob Little, I think, said that he was shooting a 2-point field goal, so he'll simply take 2 free throws. Time for Humber to make another run.
Not a bad way to start from the free throw line. Carl Phillips is on the scoreboard. 32, 24. 2 for 2. Doug Laurie comes back in for Humber.
Humber's gone 1-3-1. I wonder when this would happen.
Nice fake. Rejected. However, there's a second opportunity. It's not going to go. McNeil comes down with the rebound. Nigel Williams had a shot but missed. Quite a battle inside. Move back out toward the perimeter. Laurie having trouble with number 14, Garnett Richards. But Richards, I believe, picks up the foul.
Garnett Richards was player of the game in yesterday afternoon's semifinal. He came off the bench and scored 18 points to lead Sheridan to victory. Just a really solid player. A little over-aggressive there, but
Laurie misses, heading up and bringing that back down. Bertrand Boatswain, you talk about verticality.
Larry McNeil can get up, can he?
Tremendous. Wysocki will try the perimeter shot. The big guy hits. That was close to being 3 points.
Yeah, I thought from here it looked as though it were a 3, and he's made 3s this year. He'll definitely step out and shoot it.
Has 10 so far, officially into double figures. 34-25. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play in the first half, and Wysocki has it, but it's called for traveling. It's coming back the other way. 5 minutes and 51 seconds. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the OCAA Men's Basketball Championship, our game of the week.
Every day at lunch, we'd sit down to eat, and they'd move to another table. They want to stick to their own kind. We'd try, but they'd just get up and go like we had the plague.
They're just different.
It hurts. Some of my friends say I shouldn't care, but I do.
I'm open-minded, but there are limits.
Deep down, I know my friends care too.
Racism. If you won't stop it, who will?
I got a good man. He's always on my mind. He's a good man. And love treats him well kind. He's a good man. I know there's no cheating, no hurting. Always on my mind, loving woman. There's much for you.
Channel 11's waiting to treat you to a little summer fun in the water and under the sun. All you have to do is visit Wild Water Kingdom in Toronto. All summer long, we'll be giving away our yellow submarines, the action toy of the summer that lets you battle it out above and below the water. We've also got thousands of Frisbees to be given away, and they're from Irwin, too. Join the fun at Wild Water Kingdom, the affordable one-day family vacation.
The Arcot theory was unusual. Bridgestone engineers used the tire in motion to shape a new design. Result, compared to our proven conventional radials, more tire stays in contact with the road. For sharper cornering and quicker stops, Bridgestone Arcot, taking the abstract to the concrete.
Welcome back to Humber College. The ball is sailed and up it goes. Fouled, I believe, from three-point range. So does he get 3 shots? What's the ruling here, Ernie?
Yep, Doug Laurie will be shooting 3 free throws.
That's a costly foul.
Yeah, but that's an indication of the respect Doug Laurie has from three-point range. Players know that well beyond three-point range, you've got to get out and play him. This shot is inside his range, the free throw.
Having trouble buying a free throw shot here this afternoon. And you know, if this ball game is decided by a point or two, head coach Mike Cates is going to reflect back on these. There's one.
That's the problem with shooting 3 free throws. You have a chance to go over.
Wysocki drives. Collision with Patrick Rod.
Boy, it looked like a foul, but Patrick got away with that one, I think.
Boatswain inside to Wysocki quickly. Francis Tyrell to Boatswain. Pass inside. Wysocki off the glass. Connects for 2. 34. 36-26 rather. The difference is 10.
Mark Wysocki certainly has a way of creating space for himself, doesn't he?
The prototype wide body, and there's the 2-point shot from way back. Humber College is 24. Hugh Riley is on the scoreboard. Tyrell sets the table back to Boatswain. Up it goes. Tipped to forward, and Larry McNeil in the right spot at the right time. Gliding in for the foul. Number 23, Garfield Thompson. This call's going Sheridan's way.
I think Garfield Thompson charged on that, but it was after he'd released the ball, so Sheridan will be shooting one in bonus.
Justin Jones getting set to come back in as a concerned Wayne Allison looks on. 2 losses this season, both those losses in league play coming to Humber. Humber College's 2 losses, Fanshawe College and another team you might recognize, Seneca, Ernie. That must have been a great ball game and a tremendous victory for you people.
It was a good victory. I think for both Fanshawe and ourselves, we played Humber at exactly the right time, which was the game after they had played Sheridan.
Interesting point. Top of the paint, they'll bail back out in toward the baseline, but it's Wysocki.
Boy, Larry McNeil's having a tough game so far. He's playing his heart out, but nothing's working yet.
And that has been a key. He has yet to score in this afternoon's ball game. 36-28. Wysocki, baseline jumper for 3. You called it. Wysocki is 15. Combined, Justin Jones and Mark Wysocki with 33 of their team's 39 points. Turnaround jump shot, or hook shot rather, doesn't go. Larry McNeil trying to buy himself a basket, but Hugh Riley comes up with 2. He has 4. Jones saves it. Back out to Boatswain. Wysocki. Suddenly a threat from the outside, but he can do it inside as well. Shot clock under 10 seconds, but Wysocki should take care of that. The hook shot doesn't go. He was jammed defensively.
Great challenge by Patrick Rod there.
Lowry up and over. Second chance will not go. Rebound comes down to Boatswain. Francis Tyrell up across midcourt. Passes back. Wysocki with the hot pistol. And so too, Francis Tyrell. 41-30. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first half. And head coach Mike Cates of the Humber Hawks has to be just a little concerned. Jones with the steal, beats Lowry. Follows up with the layup. Jones has 20 points.
Good call by Coach Cates here.
Timeout has been called by the Humber College Hawks with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to play. It's been all Sheridan. A score of 43-30 in the OCAA Men's Championship final. As we take a look at head coach Wayne Allison. We'll be right back as you're watching our university, or rather OCAA game of the week.
A refresher course on chemistry. Chemistry is an exact science, developed through experimentation. In fact, man's first experiment resulted in fire. Nature's first experiment resulted in water. Even to this day, the two don't mix. So man continues to experiment, and with the proper elements, under the right conditions, he can make his own chemistry, and he can enjoy the taste of a blue light right out of the frozen H2O. Now that's refreshing.
This week during Beaver Lumber's 85th birthday bonanza, you'll discover all kinds of surprises, great birthday sale prices, and a great contest with hundreds of prizes of gold and silver bars, plus $25,000 in platinum. This Beaver Tradesman 16-foot tape measure features a lightweight, high-strength case, positive lock, and shock-absorbing blade return. Right now, it's just $7.99. For more birthday savings, check your flyer. Beaver Lumber. We're cutting the cost of home improvement.
There's one new improved cat food that tastes so irresistible. Cats will do anything to get it. New improved Friskies, Miss Mew. Made from the finest ingredients. Slow cooked in natural juices. Now with that full, juicier flavor, cats just can't resist. New improved Friskies, Miss Mew tastes irresistible.
A refresher course on chemistry. Chemistry is an exact science, developed through experimentation. In fact, man's first experiment resulted in fire. Nature's first experiment resulted in water. Even to this day, the two don't mix. So man continues to experiment, and with the proper elements, under the right conditions, he can make his own chemistry. And he can enjoy the taste of a blue light right out of the frozen H2O. Now that's refreshing.
43-32 the score. Lloyd Newman. Mike Tate said, hey, he was traveling.
No question, that was a double dribble. Should have been called.
Jones, cross-court pass. Newman drives the baseline, pumps. Carvello got a hand on the ball. Wysocki lost it. Richard Saunders in there defensively for Humber.
It's kind of fun when the two guards are making all the shot blocks, isn't it?
Drives inside off the glass. Wysocki back down with the defensive rebound, quickly up court into transition. The pass. Carvello loses it. Bertrand Boatswain back to Newman. Justin Jones, top of the key. Boatswain sets it up offensively. Front of the rim, shot doesn't go. Who's got it? Back outside. A 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Hawks. Carvello in behind his back. Off the glass, and that has been the story for Humber in this first half.
Yeah, that pretty well sums it up.
Missed opportunity. 43-32. Justin Jones looks inside. Boatswain to Newman. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Boatswain puts it up. Every time one of those perimeter shots go, the entire Sheridan bench is on their feet to cheer it in. Baseline for McNeil. There's his first field goal, and he has 5.
I think what happened there was Larry rebounded at that end, felt he was fouled, and he got really angry and brought it down to this end, and he was going to make that shot no matter what.
Boatswain back out to Newman. Jones looking for help inside. Wysocki moves across the key. Boatswain with 6 seconds on the shot clock. There's the shot, and it's up and in for Nigel Williams. 6'4", 190 pounds from Montreal, Quebec. 26 seconds left in the first half. Final opportunity here for the Hawks if Justin Jones will let them. They'll keep it.
Really interesting. Coach Allison here with 21 seconds left has brought his starters back in with the exception of a couple of players, but usually you rest those starters coming down the stretch, and he's put them in for this last possession. He realizes Humber can make their run anytime.
In traffic, stolen. Garnett Richards back outside to Francis Tyrell. 10 seconds on the clock. Wysocki, baseline. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Will he get a chance? He'll take it anyway. Back of the backboard. It comes back down as the buzzer sounds. And after 20 minutes of play, this game has belonged to the pride of Hookville, the Sheridan College Bruins. They are 20 minutes away from another trip to the national championships. They lead the Humber Hawks 45-34. We'll be back with a statistical story in just a moment. Stay with us.
A refresher course on running. You know, some people love to run. Others are less committed. So to keep everybody happy, we came up with the Blue Light 24-hour relay. Whether you run or not, it's a great time. And it's for a good cause. Would you believe these people raised $5 million for local charity last year alone? They're generous and very strange. So get your team together for the Blue Light 24-hour Run for the ROM, Toronto, June 21st, 22nd. For details, call 586-5831.
Ouch! Phew! Ow!
How many times have you said the same thing when removing unwanted hair?
There's got to be a better way.
There is. Introducing Velvet Touch, the remarkable hair removal mitten. Watch. Slip the mitten over fingers and wipe 3 times to the right using a circular motion. Then wipe 3 times to the left. Look at the results. Imagine what it can do for your legs.
Velvet Touch is fabulous. It's fast, it's easy, and best of all, it's gentle.
With just 1 application, your skin will feel softer, smoother, free from unwanted hair. Velvet Touch is non-toxic and non-allergenic. Pack it along with you.
I made the mistake of taking Velvet Touch to the gym. Everybody wanted to try them. Who needs razors?
Imagine no more shaving, messy creams, or costly electrolysis. With Velvet Touch, you'll have more time for yourself. Just 1 application leaves skin beautifully smooth for up to 2 weeks. And Velvet Touch makes bristly regrowth a thing of the past. And it's reusable. Wipe with a damp cloth, let dry, and it's ready to use again.
I have to admit, I was skeptical at first. I've tried everything, but Velvet Touch really works.
Order Velvet Touch today. Get 8 packages with 3 mittens per pack for $19.95.
Don't wait any longer. Call today for beautiful hair-free skin.
Another innovative product from Brooklands, a Canadian company.
Call toll-free 1-800-729-4123 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling to Velvet Touch, P.O. Box 571, Station R, Toronto, Ontario.
Justin Jones, the player of the game so far, and after 20 minutes of play, Sheridan Bruins leading the Humber Hawks 45-34. And welcome back to Etobicoke, everyone. Paul Hendrick here along with Ernie Armstrong. You know, Ernie, we're taking a look at the score sheets after that first half of play. Plenty of scoring throughout for Humber, just 2 guys dominating for Sheridan, but no one in Humber has taken charge and really has dominated. That has been a problem for the Hawks.
I think the fact that Sheridan's held Humber to 34 points and a half is just remarkable. And we were talking prior to this saying that the critical thing for Humber in this half, I believe, is for Larry McNeil and Patrick Rodd to start taking over their usual scoring role. That'll open up the jump shot for their perimeter shooters, who are just exceptional from 3-point range.
Well, you mentioned tough defensive play of Sheridan. Everybody's getting into the act, even Justin Jones. We can't talk enough about this guy playing great 2-way basketball.
Oh, Justin Jones is just having a marvelous game. And some people have said that he's not the greatest defensive player in the world. I think when he decides he's going to play defense, he really is exceptional. Mark Wysocki has just been a tower of strength as well.
Both ends of the court. The statistical story simply plus Mark Wysocki and Justin Jones. The statistics speak for themselves. Jones with 20, Wysocki is 15. Tyrell, one of 5 players on the Bruins with 2 points each. For Humber College, Rod with 6, and a couple of players, Carvello with 5, and Larry McNeil with 5 points, and then you get a string of other players with 4 points apiece, but it has not been enough, as the scoreboard indicates. Humber trailing Sheridan after 20 minutes, 45-34. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
Bet you never thought we'd do La Jingle for Labatt. Dry.
Hi, I'm Tim Paulson, Vice President of Hair Club for Men. And of course, I'm also a client. Like these men, I called Hair Club's toll-free number requesting their informative booklet about thinning hair. Probably the best call I ever made. Inside is everything you need to know about hair replacement, including a complete objective bibliography. You'll learn about weaves, transplants, and misconceptions of minoxidil, as well as Hair Club's non-surgical strand-by-strand system.
Even when I run my fingers through Sean's hair, it still feels natural, like his own. Even when the hair blows around. It looks very natural. Even when wet, Gerard's hair still looks like it's all his own.
Remember, if you want more facts, free and without obligation, you can call this toll-free number for your booklet. No salesman will call you. Consultations are free.
Don't forget, we stand behind it. And remember, I'm not only the Hair Club president, but I'm also a client.
The R-Cut theory was unusual. Bridgestone engineers used the tire in motion to shape a new design. Result, compared to our proven conventional radials, more tire stays in contact with the road. For sharper cornering and quicker stops, Bridgestone R-Cut, taking the abstract to the concrete.
For years, the Miracle Network has been helping children. Now it's our turn. On June 1st, we'll make a donation to local hospitals when you buy Hershey products at these stores. Please, help us help our children.
Boatswain. Schmidt.
Got a mismatch inside.
The alley-oop to Justin Jones, simply turns around. Hook shot is good for 2. And the game's leading scorer opens up the second half here. He has 22 points, extends the lead to 49-34. McNeil. That's the Larry McNeil we know.
Yes, a nice little pick and roll play there. They got Mark Wysocki chasing the ball, and Larry McNeil hit that open jump shot.
Francis Tyrell back out to Bertrand Boatswain. Little give and go from the backcourt. Mike Cates up off his seat, head coach of the Humber Hawks. Wysocki drives inside, penetrates. Doesn't get the shot, but was fouled on the way up. Offensive charge, however, it's going to come back the other way.
Tremendous team defense. And Doug Laurie got in the lane and drew the charge.
Had position. Fitzroy Lightbody, point guard here for the Hawks. Laurie asks for the ball, gets it. Alley-oop feed pass inside. Fouled on the way up for the hoop was Patrick Rod. And as we took a look at the statistical story in the first half, you shook your head at taking a look at Patrick Rod, Ernie, and the fact that he had only 6 points, and if Sheridan can limit him to 6 points, you've got to feel the chances of victory are very good.
Yeah, and you can see from the start of the second half what Mike Cates has talked about at halftime. Every time down the floor now, it's been Larry McNeil or Patrick Rod getting the ball inside. They have to go that way.
Patrick Rod, 7 points, make it 8. He is game high for the Hawks. Larry McNeil has 7. But 3 of those McNeil points have come from the free throw line. Francis Tyrell, first-year player from Westwood Secondary School in Mississauga. Bertrand Boatswain had the line, but not the range. Pulling out Garnett Richards. Driving, baseline, up and in it goes. Francis Tyrell, he has 4 points.
He's played a solid game, handled the ball really well.
Working the ball inside. Baseline jump shot isn't even close. Tough defense pays off, and McNeil was held off.
Garnett Richards made an excellent shot block there.
Further indication of this team defense. The Bruins are playing great two-way basketball. Have not let up defensively, and of course have been very good offensively. Lowry, the rebound, puts it up court. Stripped off him. Down to Boatswain, baseline, back outside. Garnett Richards. From way out, and it was way off. Justin Jones customarily will be close on those plays, but you can't hit them all.
The problem with Justin's shot there was that was an NBA three-pointer, not an OCAA.
Light body drives inside. Offensive charge on Fitzroy.
Good call. Garnett Richards got there, and he was set.
He's
had an excellent game.
Giving Fitz. 17 minutes to play here in the second half, 51-38. The Bruins can ill afford to let up at all despite the lead. These Hawks explosive, although they have failed to show it here in light of a stubborn defensive attack from the Bruins in blue. Hugh Riley to Lowry. Baseline shot from way out. Up and over the hoop. Richards comes up with the basketball and back down court. Boatswain misses, and Lowry comes up with a defensive rebound. Up court for McNeil. He'll leave it there for Lightbody.
I guess one good air ball deserves another. It's too bad Doug Laurie airmailed that one.
Lloyd Newman comes into this ball game. Sean Henry as well for Sheridan. Stepping back out, Boatswain and Francis Tyrell.
Good chance for us to mention how well the substitutes have played for Sheridan. Sean Henry has made some excellent use of his minutes on the floor. Lloyd Newman is probably one of the most improved guards through the season as well.
Wysocki, a mere foul shot for him, but it counts for 2.
Well, they ran a great play there with a double down, him coming off the block to the free throw line, and he can hit that shot.
First deuce of the second half for Wysocki, the MVP in the CCAA championship a year ago, won by Sheridan. Lloyd Newman, first personal foul. 53-38.
I think, Paul, with 16 minutes to go in the game and you're down 15 against Sheridan College, this game hangs in the balance right now for Humber.
So much for the balance. Lloyd Newman steals, goes coast to coast, converts on the layup.
And that really doesn't help.
Wysocki plays a tough defensively. It comes back the other way. He was draped all over Larry McNeil. Timeout's been called by the Humber Hawks. 15 minutes and 47 seconds to play in the second half. The Sheridan College Bruins on their way to another OCAA championship. They lead 55-38. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey, I'm heading up to the cabin. Beer me.
Oh, some beers.
Get some chips. We'll wait here.
It's taking him so long.
Finally.
Thanks.
Whose turn to clean the cabin? Mine. Perfect.
Now you're laughing. Labatt's blue.
Honey, I have 2 surprises. Honey Nut Cheerios is made with nutritious whole grain oats, and the dog has learned to sing.
That's incredible. Honey Nut Cheerios, whole grain oats.
Honey Nut Cheerios, surprisingly nutritious.
It's incredible. Yeah.
We have 2 surprises for you. First, delicious Honey Nut Cheerios is made with whole grain oats. And second, you can now get them in single-serving sizes at McDonald's. Honey Nut Cheerios, it's nutritious.
Hi, I'm John Candy, and everybody in Rome loves the Toronto Argonauts.
An unqualified yes, my fine friend. Only a fool would not.
Matt Dunnigan forever.
With this meal, they'll taste Roman steel, I tell you.
I am not a witch, but I dreamed he was scoring many touchdowns.
We all agree with the witch. Did she not see the rocket coming? Well, didn't she?
I don't know. I'm not from here.
I am an artist. Still, I love it.
Buy season tickets now.
A refresher course on ice. They say that ice is a girl's best friend. Of course, under some circumstances, ice is man's best friend. But things were different during the Ice Age. In those days, ice came in big chunks. That's when they coined the phrase, break the ice. Today, people are still breaking the ice, although some prefer melting the ice and enjoying the taste of a blue light right out of the ice. Now that's refreshing.
Welcome back to Humber College. Paul Hendrick along with Ernie Armstrong. Game of the week, the OCAA Men's Championship. The Bruins leading the Hawks 55-38 as seen. Wysocki pumps once. Helping out inside as well, Andrew Scharschmidt. This is an aggressive Sheridan basketball team.
Well, this team typifies Wayne Ellison's attitude. He's going to battle you every inch, and every loose ball they're after. Every shot they challenge, every rebound they want.
Wysocki inhales another defensive rebound and leaves it there for Lloyd Newman. Turnaround jump shot moments ago for McNeil just wouldn't go. Back outside. Sean Henry cannot get it, but who's there? Wysocki. And although Justin Jones has dominated offensively, I think Wysocki with his fine two-way play might be our player of the game to date.
Yeah, he's especially in the second half, he has really dominated both ends of the floor.
Tony Carvello, watched by Sean Henry. Carvello looking for the pick, doesn't get it. Carvello, baseline jump shot, hit the back of the backboard. Justin Jones waiting for it.
Forced that one, unfortunately. They're getting a little anxious on offense, and it's showing.
Turnaround jump shot for Jones, in and out of the cylinder, and back it goes. 14 minutes and 28 seconds. Justin Jones with 24 points. Just 4 here in the second half. Wysocki just has 2. But the Hawks have not been able to bridge the gap.
What a job Andrew Scharschmidt has done.
3 points for 22, Sean Henry.
Another nail in the coffin, I'm afraid.
4th three-point shot that has gone in for the Sheridan College Bruins. Jones has a pair. Wysocki has 1. Moments ago, Sean Henry, his first 3 points of the ball game. There's Wysocki again, the other defensive rebound, back down court. Henry keeps it in play, but it goes out of bounds as Andrew Scharschmidt was not able to control the ball. There's Scharschmidt, 6'4", 190 pounds, first-year player from Cameron Heights in Kitchener.
He's done a tremendous job of defending against Patrick Rodd. And he stayed out of foul trouble, which is a big thing for him.
Lowry, inside feed pass. McNeil, turnaround shot, hooks it.
It's a good rebound by Patrick Rodd. Drew the foul.
Second personal foul for Lloyd Newman. Patrick Rodd will go to the line. He has 8. 60-38. The difference is 22. It has just gotten away from Humber College, and there was 1 point in this ball game. They were back within 2 points. So close, and would Mike Cates ever love to be back at that vantage point?
They've had too many stops. Sheridan has held them on too many possessions. Strictly defense here by Sheridan.
Another follow-up, Patrick Rodd. He has 12 points, 6 in each half. And Wayne Allison isn't about to take any chances. He has called a timeout. 13 minutes and 23 seconds to play in regulation. 60-42 Sheridan College. You're watching our OCAA Men's Championship, our game of the week.
He's 27 years old, single but searching. He has a very sudden midlife crisis. He lands in Cleveland. Here, he's forced to reassess his career goals.
You went to med school?
To explore new relationships.
I pull it out!
Until he discovers just who he really is.
That's a duck, man!
Howard the Duck.
Wednesday at 8 on CHCH TV 11.
A refresher course on chemistry. Chemistry is an exact science, developed through experimentation. In fact, man's first experiment resulted in fire. Nature's first experiment resulted in water. Even to this day, the two don't mix. So man continues to experiment, and with the proper elements under the right conditions, he can make his own chemistry, and he can enjoy the taste of a blue light right out of the frozen H2O. Now that's refreshing.
Around 1920, a young veterinarian set up practice in Saskatchewan.
Boy's dog.
His concern was with the treatment of illness and with providing a healthier, meatier, completely nutritious diet for dogs.
What's that?
It's something I've been working on. Should help him get his strength back.
It's the vet.
That vet's name was Dr. Ballard, a name that stands today for all the good health and best care you can give your dog.
This week during Beaver Lumber's 85th birthday bonanza, you'll discover all kinds of surprises, great birthday sale prices, and a great contest with hundreds of prizes of gold and silver bars, plus $25,000 in platinum. Beaver's best water-repellent stains give effective moisture protection to siding, shingles, trim, and fences. Choose from semi-transparent or solid hide, just $12.99. For more birthday savings, check your flyer. Beaver Lumber. We're cutting the cost of home improvement.
Welcome back to Humber College. The Sheridan Bruins with the basketball. Lightning quick as Lloyd Newman. Back up court, Wysocki. Yes, the left-handed hook shot.
Just a tremendous timeout by Wayne Ellison there. They gave up a basket against the press. He wasn't going to let it happen again, and they broke the press, and Wysocki scored. I think Coach Allison's determined to keep this game under control.
Wysocki has 19 points, 4 here in the second half. Dangerous from inside or out. There he is again. Penetrates inside, may get the hoop. Called for traveling, so it's going to come back Humber's way.
He just rushed his move a little bit.
Mike Cates, head coach of the Humber Hawks, getting just a little bit grayer as this game progresses. It's a hazard head coaches have to endure. There's the shot from 55, Larry McNeil, and that's as pretty as they come. Turnaround jump shot, and he has 9. He's got to get fired up, Ernie.
Yep, no question about that.
But you know, Mark Wysocki and crew have not given them a chance to get fired up.
No, that's the thing. Every once in a while, the power players for Humber will score, and you think, here we go. But so far, it hasn't happened more than once or twice. This full court press that Humber are using just might get things going a bit, though. But they have to score before they can use it. And it wears you out, too. That's the other thing.
Fitzroy Lightbody dishes in, bails back outside. McNeil couldn't get that one to go. Back up court. Sean Henry to Newman. Sets it up. Jones. He'll give it a shot. Works his way inside, bails back outside. Nice heads-up player as he found Garnett Richards, an experienced player.
Yeah, the ball screen by Wysocki up at the top gave him the drive into the lane, and then he made the good dish.
Tony Carvello came in from behind, picked up the foul. Garnett Richards, 4th-year player, and another one of those players from Kitchener-Cameron Heights. Wayne Allison has done well with that feeder system. Cameron Heights, year in, year out, always a tough basketball school in the OFSA ranks.
Wayne Allison has done well out of the Kitchener area, period. Some of us wish Conestoga was doing a little better with those players.
Well, it's always a key for some of the kids who would like to play perhaps close to home, but might want to get away from home for a different sort of experience. And Oakville's just close enough yet far away to make it work. And Lloyd Newman has 6.
Speaking of Kitchener.
Speaking of, that's right, Forest Heights. Newman comes down with the rebound at 5'9". Outleaped a couple of Giants to bring back the basketball. 11 minutes, 4 seconds, clock ticking down. 64-44. Wysocki, the turnaround jump shot.
That was a tough one.
It was. McNeil.
I think he's a little tired. I think he needs to sit down for a minute.
Doug Lowry. Patrick Waugh. Rod shot doesn't go in. Carvello, yes, he gets a part of the hoop, and Tanopmendik heads in. He has 7 for Carvello, his first deuce here in the second half. Boatswain getting set to come back into this ball game for the Bruins. Justin Jones.
Looking for a back over call there, but he hadn't come completely into the front court.
Jones from 4-point range, but it was off the mark.
Well, Sheridan's got a cushion. They can afford these hurried shots, but that's not what got them here, and neither is that.
Ernie, take a look at the score sheet for Sheridan in the second half. The two big guns, Wysocki and Jones, have been limited to 8 points total, 4 points apiece, but Humber still has not been able to close the gap.
Yeah. Sheridan's bench has really come to play in this second half, and people like Garnett Richards and Sean Henry and Lloyd Newman have really done a job in this half.
You mentioned that Wysocki deserved a breather. Coach Allison certainly thought so, and Mark is on the bench. Rod has 13 points. Make it 14. Midway point of the second half. 10 minutes exactly on the clock.
We had a double dribble call there. This pressure's starting to work a bit. And we still have 10 minutes, which everyone knows in basketball can be an eternity.
The difference is 16 points. Certainly not an insurmountable hurdle. If the Hawks are able to capitalize, unable to do so there. Lowry, heads up defense, got into the lane, broke up the pass. Inside, Patrick Rod. Justin Jones comes down with the defensive rebound, and he's getting it done, mopping up under the defensive glass. Jones to Boatswain. Tyrell's pass back inside. Justin Jones, turnaround jump shot is short. Up it goes. Who's got it? Comes back down to the Humber Hawks. Hugh Riley. Feed pass inside. Lowry. Fadeaway jumper. He was collided with, but Larry McNeil follows up, and he has 11.
Looked like a foul on the shooter there, but McNeil followed. Little run here for Humber. They've closed it to 14.
14, 64-50. Oh, does that ever hurt? If you're a Humber fan, 3-point play from Tyrell.
He has played an excellent game.
$67-50.
And I know that one of the things that's happened with Francis Tyrell this year is that Lloyd Newman has started to get more minutes, and deservedly so, but Francis has handled it really well, especially tonight. He's come out and really played well.
Both are first-year players. Mike Cates looks on, both extremely competitive. And, you know, if this Sheridan team, as we take a look at the Humber head coach, is this Sheridan team as strong as we see them now? I mean, their future is just going to get better.
Oh, yeah. The future's before them. That's what makes our league so good, is because you've got teams like this that are improving, and everybody else plays hard to stay with them.
You take a look down the list. Newman, first year on this team. Tyrell, first year on this team. Sean Henry, second year. Scharschmidt, first year. Wysocki, second year. Jones, Boatswain, Chris Miller, and Nigel Williams, all in first year. Garnett Richards, he's the veteran in fourth year.
Yep. It's a scary thought.
It really is. A rare miss for Wysocki. Still managed to get a hand on the ball, but it's brought back up by Fitzroy Lightbody. Pass inside for Hugh Riley. Riley facing Boatswain, managed to get it to Rod. The turnaround jumper doesn't go. Nice rebound from Scharschmidt. Almost. Nigel Williams follows up, gets the second chance, and he has 4.
Another example of the Sheridan bench. Nigel Williams hasn't had a chance to play too much in this game, but look at the effort he's given him. It's a real team effort.
Oh man, it's going to go in. Tremendous play, and I hope we've got it on replay. 13 points for Larry McNeil. No basket, it's not going to count, but let's watch.
We're talking a big-time play there.
Doesn't get the basket, but picks up the foul. That's one for television.
Yeah.
Handheld, Skip Haybarger, the man in position to get that shot as he was in position and the proper angle to see Rod get up and go for the hoop. Lowry, defensive glass, 7 minutes, 28 seconds to play. 69-52, 69-55, Lowry for 3.
Well, they're back on 14 again. And full court press. And another quick timeout.
Pair of trifectas for Doug Lowry, and the gap has been bridged to 14, 69-55. 7 minutes, 15 seconds to play in this ball game. You're watching the OCAA Men's Championship, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Barker. Weekday mornings at 11 just became more exciting because that's when you can see The Price is Right. We've given away a lot of prizes over the past 18 years and had a lot of fun at the same time. From simple pricing games to our fabulous Showcase Showdown, it's a fast-paced hour filled with winning and more than a few surprises. So tune in and find out why The Price is Right is TV's longest-running game show, weekday mornings at 11.
A refresher course on chemistry. Chemistry is an exact science, developed through experimentation. In fact, man's first experiment resulted in fire. Nature's first experiment resulted in water. Even to this day, the two don't mix. So man continues to experiment, and with the proper elements, under the right conditions, he can make his own chemistry. And he can enjoy the taste of a blue light right out of frozen H2O. Now that's refreshing.
Welcome back to Humber College. Play has resumed. 71-56 the score with 6.5 minutes to play. Wysocki has time. Gunned it just a bit. Justin Jones on the other side waiting for it. Newman to Richards, the grandfather on this team, fourth-year player amongst freshmen and sophomores. Wysocki pierces inside the paint, gets the hoop, and that is the prototype post player. The wide body gets it done. You're just in awe.
That was a tough shot, just a tough shot.
You know, the coaches sit back and just admire. What about a basket? That was from behind the backboard, and Lowry put it in.
Now that was a tough shot. Oh.
It's only worth 2. Lowry put that in from behind the backboard. Let's watch.
Being forced out of bounds, over the corner of the board,
Swish.
Nothing but net.
McNeil collides with Justin Jones, and Jones picks up the foul. 73-58. That may have picked up the Hawk basketball team.
That was spectacular.
Head coach Mike Cates.
Here's an interesting call. They called that a deliberate foul, so we're going to have 2 shots in possession for the Hawks. I think there must be the odd Sheridan fan in the stands this afternoon.
They've stacked it up.
It's back down to 14, but the clock doesn't favor the Hawks right now. They've got a tough situation to deal with.
Coach Mike Cates, his assistant Rick Delina, they were on their feet, have settled down and back on their seats. Light body. Drives inside, bails back out. He's too quick perhaps for even his own teammates who weren't expecting that pass, and the Bruins will bring it back up. Well, the pressure is paying off for Humber. But will they have enough time to get back into this ball game? 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Certainly enough time, but they've got to act quickly.
Well, they've brought Tony Carvalho in, who is known throughout the league as a three-point shooter, so that's a significant substitution.
Hugh Riley steps off. Light body to Lowry. Collides with Wysocki as they banged up, heading for the hoop. Well, as you've heard, 4th personal foul for Justin Jones.
I think he might be getting just a little tired. He seems to be chasing Lowry from behind a bit off the ball.
Coach Allison realizes it, and I suspect could be coming to the bench shortly. Lowry has 10.
It's this time in the game where the coach has to make that decision. And he might decide simply to leave him in and play out the string. His bench has helped him anyway, so.
Lloyd Newman inside to Wysocki, and that's what he does best. Penetrates and lays up for the deuce.
A really good press break there. It looked as though Wysocki might have traveled, but they don't get the call, so it counts.
Lowry was short. Light body comes in via the back door and gets the 2. Light body with 5. Wysocki has 23. Justin Jones 24. Patrick Rod 16 points, game high for the Hawks.
12-point game.
Here we go, back and forth, and I suspect a Sheridan timeout shortly. Newman caught out of position. Timeout, in fact, has been called by Sheridan College. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to play in regulation. And the Bruins have had it their way, but the Hawks on a bit of a roll, and they're coming back. And exhausted Justin Jones. And words of advice from head coach Wayne Allison. Pat in the back as well.
Well, there's no question Justin's given this game everything he's got. And it's a good time in the game to give him a minute or so of rest. Wayne has confidence in his players. They've done a good job. I know for Mike Cates that he's happy that they've come back into the game and competed the way they're capable of. This Humber team is quite a marvelous team over the year, and it wouldn't be right if this game didn't go down to the wire.
7th season as head coach of the Humber Hawks, and Mike Cates has guided his team to 4 championship finales. An impressive run.
He's also coached the Ontario provincial team to gold and silver medals at the national championships. Mike Cates can coach.
Sure can. Say that quickly. 4 times. 75-63, 4.5 minutes to play. Fitzroy with 6.
I think, Paul, if they get this below 10, this crowd is really going to become involved in the game.
Fitzroy with 7, and it is 75-65. You know, we've talked about Humber. They are a team, ebb and flow, and they've come back into this ball game, and Newman is going to try to erase that. Nothing but leather. Defense return to center from 55, Larry McNeil.
Well, the picture tells it all. McNeil was way above the rim on that shot block. They need the ball back, though.
The Hawks are fired up. So, too, is head coach Cates. Scharschmidt gets it back out to Newman. He'll put it up. Comes up short. The rebound. But Newman again. Tough break for the Hawks as the Bruins get it back. Wysocki. 4 minutes, 3 seconds to play. 75-65. Cross-court pass picked up there by 14. Garnett Richards drives the baseline, doesn't get it. McNeil and Hales will rebound, and here comes Carvello. Up-tempo play, turnaround jump shot is good for 2.
It's down to 8.
75-67. Carvello with 9. Lloyd Newman. Watched closely by Carvello. Impressive play by Carvello on that turnaround jump shot. Wysocki, high post. Goes on Rod, gets the pick. And a little help as well from Scharschmidt. Little one and done, but they get it back. Bertrand Boatswain in the right spot at the right time with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play. And the crowd is definitely into this ball game. Boatswain, bounce pass inside, Wysocki in traffic. Basket won't count, but Lowry. No, it's going to be Carvello picking up the foul.
Yeah, Carvello was helping out and drew the foul.
There was an exhausted number 32, Mark Wysocki. 6'6", 235, maybe down to about 225 after this game.
Yeah, Mark Wysocki is the key man down the stretch, I think. He needs the ball a lot.
Stole it. McNeil, bounce pass up court. Here they come. Fitzroy light body, coast to coast. Will it go? Yes, it does.
Well, we're seeing the strength of the Humber Hawks now when you get into the transition game.
75-69. Don't go away, folks. Every game this season between these two teams was close, and we may have been naive to think that Sheridan was going to go on and blow out this team from Humber. Mike Cates is on his feet. Wayne Allison crouched and a little concerned.
And a critical point here is that Sheridan is not into bonus yet. So Humber can still play up in their face.
Justin Jones comes up short. Second opportunity. The crier doesn't go, and it comes down to McNeil. And he's fouled. Larry McNeil, the man who was silent in the first half, has come to play here in the second half and has made his presence felt. Watch the effort from number 55 in the thick of it.
Well, if this isn't fun, I don't know what is.
Wayne Allison, just a trifle concerned, I would think, that what at one point was over 20 points in terms of a lead has dwindled now down to a 6-point ball game. The Hawks have the basketball and 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to play. And head coach Mike Cates has to be very happy with the way his team has played here in the second half. They really have broken down the Sheridan Bruins.
Well, Larry McNeil's shooting one in bonus here. It's really good to see him back into this game, because both Larry McNeil and Patrick Rod have proven over the season that they're definitely all-star type players.
You've got to wonder what the lack of foul touch in the first half has done to the Humber Hawks. We, in fact, could be tied.
Yeah, they're making them now, though, which is really critical for them, because that means they can get into their press. The tempo belongs to them at the moment.
Well, another timeout has been called, and Wayne Allison is going to let the foul shooter have some time to talk about it. The defending champions from Oakville, the Sheridan College Bruins, 2.5 minutes from going to Kamloops to defend their title, if they can hold off the Humber Hawks and Mike Cates, and still cool despite the tie off his neck. Time to render that coolness to his players and to maintain composure on court. There's Mike Cates.
The fact that Andrew Scharschmidt is fouled out is really critical, because Garnet Richards now has to do more than he's been asked to do in the past. He's done a good job of scoring, but now he's got to defend a post player, and he's got to rebound really well, the way Scharschmidt did. So a lot of pressure on him for the last 2.5 minutes. It's important from Humber's point of view that Larry McNeil make these free throws, not simply because it gets them closer, but it enables them to go to their full court pressure. And I would say on offense for Sheridan, it's time for Justin Jones to step up, because they're going to run the clock a bit, and then they're going to be looking for him or for Mark Wysocki to score.
Justin Jones has been held to 4 points in the second half. Wysocki has excelled with 8. Jones with 24 all round, Wysocki with 23, and there's the first miss.
Larry's shooting 2 shots, so they must have reached the 10 foul limit. That means it's 2 shots from now on for Humber every time they're fouled. Oh, that hurts.
Big time. Garnett Richards came down with the ever important rebound. Jones to Wysocki, the baseline jump shot. Doesn't go. Who's got it? It's Wysocki again, but Larry McNeil has it. Up court to Lightbody. He stops, pumps. Second chance.
Wow, wow.
75-71.
Well, that all started with Mark Wysocki taking a shot a little early in the count.
One, and Don Lowry with the rebound, and Lightbody has it. 75-71.
But what a play by Lowry on the follow.
A three-point play, 75-74. Lowry was 16, 3 3-point shots. I would have thought a bad choice of shots at the time, but in retrospect, not a bad idea.
Welcome to OCAA basketball.
75-74, 1:41 left on the clock, and the crowd is on their feet. We're going to take a timeout and gear up for the final moments of a great championship ball game. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
They were
mighty hungry when they got home that night, and no ordinary meal would do them right. She needed something hearty.
Beef noodle hearty.
She got the heartiest hamburger helper she could. Rib stick and beef noodle always tasted real good, and it was hearty.
Beef noodle hearty.
Add oodles and noodles and a beefy sauce, too. Her 2 guys loved it, and her daughter did, too, 'cause it was hearty.
Beef noodle. Beef noodle hearty. Hamburger helper. Hearty beef noodle. Makes a great meal.
In other sports, you're trying to dodge out of the way. Well, our idea is to get people to hit you.
I enlisted like a week before all the stuff started happening over in Iraq. And it just hits in more every day, you know, man, I could be going off to war next year.
I really don't fit in with the jocks. I fit in with the recovering addict alcoholic.
How are we feeling? I don't know, kind of nervous and excited. Yeah.
Experience the triumphs and the tears as the pages of these students' lives unfold. Sunday at 8 on Yearbook.
Welcome back to Humber College. Trailing by as many as 22 in this ball game. The Hawks have come back. They trail by 1. Newman coughs it up and a chance to go ahead. Fitzroy Lightbody passes back. Carvello has given Humber the lead. You talked about it during the commercial break, Ernie, and the key is Lloyd Newman here.
Yeah, look, Newman has tremendous pressure on him now. A rookie handling the ball when you're in a one-point game for the gold medal. Oh, wow!
For 3. Garnett Richards, 4-3, 78-76. A minute left to play in the ball game, and no one is sitting down, least of all the players. Carvello from the baseline. He hits. We're tied at 78. Fire them up. The Hawks are flying high, and the Bruins are bears for punishment. They want to inflict some. 36 seconds here. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Big play by Larry McNeil.
You're right. McNeil came up with the defensive time. He's done it all defensively here in the latter half. And a timeout has been called, and the Humber Hawks will play it up here for the victory.
I think there might be a discrepancy on the shot clock here. That turnover happened about 5 seconds ago, and the shot clock shows 10 seconds. I think there's a mistake there. I think they should have probably the same time on the shot clock as there is in the game. I think about 21 seconds.
That is correct. However, 10 seconds does remain.
That is a big, big factor right now. That means they have to put the shot up with at least 11 seconds left, which gives Sheridan a chance to come down even if they score and either tie the game or go ahead.
So expect perhaps one of the backcourt performers to put it up, preferably Carvello, and the guys like Rod and, of course, Larry McNeil have to crash the boards and bring it down, but they're in tough company. Mark Wysocki has been dominating inside the paint. However, fatigue has been a factor in this ball game as far as he's concerned, and he has not been as effective in the latter 10 minutes of this second half.
There's still a discussion here with Gary Boguski about the shot clock.
Now Cates has just realized the 10 seconds on the shot clock. It should be changed.
Well, I noticed Wayne Allison hasn't come over yet, so I think he's got a pretty good idea that here they're changing the shot clock now.
22 seconds left. 21.
And now Wayne's coming over to ask him what's going on, but this is the correct call, because when the turnover was made, when the steal was made down here, from that point until the timeout was called was certainly no more than 6 or 7 seconds. So I think they've got it right.
Well, things have been rectified. 21 seconds on the shot clock, 21 seconds in regulation.
This will be tough. I think they're going to look for Patrick Rod myself.
12 seconds. 78-78. Will we have overtime again? Baseline jump shot. It's good! 5 seconds on the clock. 3 seconds. 3 seconds on the clock. Patrick Rod with the baseline jump shot. has vaulted the Humber Hawks into a position. They are about to head to Kamloops and represent the OCAA in the national championships. What a beautiful shot with Mark Wysocki in his face.
That was unbelievable. I said they're going to look for Patrick Rod on this play, but I don't think they expected him to grab the ball near the out of bounds and with Wysocki in his face bury a jump shot. Unbelievable. This has been unbelievable, the last 3 minutes of this game.
Do you think there's an adrenaline flow in head coach Mike Cates and assistant coach Rick DeLena? Those guys have been up the entire game, and what a exhausting, perhaps exhausting loss for head coach Wayne Allison. But you know something? They put another second on the clock. There's 4 seconds left.
With 4 seconds on the clock, I think the critical thing is to get the ball inbounds far enough up court that you still have time to do something. If they inbound the ball with a short pass, they're going to have trouble getting it into shooting range. But if they somehow get the ball into half court, they've got a chance.
Big Gal is humming, but she is yet to sing.
Tough.
3 seconds. Wysocki.
No,
it's not going to happen. There it is! Does it count?
It's over.
It doesn't count. The clock had ticked off. The buzzer had sounded. What a great play. And the Humber Hawks have held on to defy the Sheridan Bruins. Another chance at a defending national championship. A final score of 80-78. Congratulations to head coach Mike Cates, assistant coach Rick DeLena, and the rest of the Hawks for 1991 OCAA Men's Championship. We'll take time up to compose ourselves and be back with some final thoughts. How do you watch this?
A refresher course on running. You know, some people love to run. Others are less committed. So to keep everybody happy, we came up with the Blue Light 24-hour relay. Whether you run or not, it's a great time. And it's for a good cause. Would you believe these people raised $5 million for local charity last year alone? They're generous and very strange. So get your team together for the Blue Light 24-hour Run for the ROM, Toronto, June 21st, 22nd. For details, call 586-5831.
She found a nice job. She found a nice apartment. She found a way to love oatmeal again. Oatmeal Raisin Crisp. Crispy oat flakes, raisins, almonds, a touch of brown sugar, and other good things. Such a nice cereal. Oatmeal Raisin Crisp. Oatmeal made her way.
Look, Ma, I'm eating my oatmeal.
Look, Ma!
Oatmeal Raisin Crisp.
I'm eating my oatmeal. Now, if she could just find someone nice to share it with.
Case of too little, too late. Mark Wysocki to Bertrand Boatswain. Up it went, in it went. The referee blows it off. The clock had ticked away, and as a result, the Humber Hawks win the OCAA Men's Basketball Championship, 80-78 over the Sheridan Bruins. And welcome back to Etobicoke, everyone. Paul Hendrick along with Ernie Armstrong. It's a great one to win, but it's so terrible to lose that way.
Well, I was saying to you just a minute ago, Paul, that Sheridan won the OCAA championship last year with a shot right at the buzzer. So they've had the front end of this type of experience, and they've just found out how it feels from the other side. But I thought both teams played fantastic basketball, and both coaches did a hell of a job.
And the bottom line, as far as we and the viewers are concerned, just tremendous entertainment. Again, the Humber Hawks winning the 1991 OCAA Men's Basketball Championship. Congratulations to them and to the Sheridan Bruins as well. A tremendous effort. On behalf of Ernie Armstrong, I'm Paul Hendrick saying so long from Etobicoke. Take care, and we'll see you next week.